Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Tandem Review Series. Today, I have a selection of perfume and cigars that I think you guys will be highly interested in. I am introducing you guys to a cigar from the Cohiba brand, made from General Cigar. This is the Cohiba Black, a very nice dark espresso colored cigar that has become one of my favorite go-to cacao style of cigars. With that type of blend, I love to smoke on cooler summer evenings and nice cool spring evenings. And also, I'm going to introduce you guys to a very, very, very beautiful oud rose fragrance that is a nice four-season scent from the house of Dusita. She's one of the best. The perfumer, Isara, is one of the best perfumers when it comes to old vintage style of French perfumery. And she has made one in honor of her father that I've become enthralled with. If this sounds like the type of content you think you'll enjoy, pull up a seat, pour a glass, and of course, let's enhance. Cheers. Ladies and gentlemen, as stated, this is a Tandem Review Series, and this is the Dry Down, the channel where we aspire to enhance and elevate our olfactive sensory experiences through the understanding of the different aromas, facets, and nuances of scent, cigars, and wines. I'm your host, Chris. Welcome to today's experience. Today, as I stated, I'm going to get into a perfume and a cigar that is going to be great for spring evening wear and spring evening smoking, as well as summer evening wear and summer evening smoking. First off, let's get into the scent profile. This is a scent from Isara. Isara is the perfumer. Isara Umamijani. She is a beautiful, beautiful, classically trained French style of perfume making genius. So she has come with a perfume that is in honor of her father, which is a poet. I cannot remember the gentleman's name. Obviously, it's Montri. Try to get you with that one. So Montri is a very beautiful and elegant four-season evening scent for anyone who looks to go out and be elegant, transformative, and transportive when it comes to their evening wear and fragrance. This is a scent that is based off her own opening accord of dried, beautifully dried, honeyed fruits. This is my scent of the day, scent of the evening as well. So I love the opening on this particular fragrance. What you get is a very, very calming, alluring, and seductive profile of spices, including saffron, nutmeg, cinnamon, coriander, oregano, and petitgrain. So it's a slight herbaceous, fresh accord to the opening with a more prominent, nuanced accord of honeyed, dried fruits. And that opening is such an alluring, sexy, and seductive part of this particular fragrance. That particular accord that is dried fruit, I would say, is a step above if you are a person who likes Straight to Heaven by Killian. The dried fruit accord that she has in this one, along with the green notes of coriander and oregano, with that nice spicy stride, leathery touch of saffron, really touches base and defeats, and I mean, when I say defeats, I mean it really, really puts the heat on Straight to Heaven by Killian. That accord transitions this fragrance into a nice, beautiful, spicy, leathery, smooth, creamy facet of orris butter with a nice indolic, heady jasmine. Ylang Ylang brings out a nice yellow, beautiful floral touch to it. But the main star in this midpoint that you transition to after about 45 minutes is a damask and May rose that is quite phenomenal when it comes to evening wear fragrances. The way that this scent comes off, I would put this, from my own opinion and my own wearing trials, I would say that this is a particular scent that brings about one of the most beautiful storytellings that I've ever smelled before. The way that the opening has its fruit accords that strides against the nutmeg and spices of oregano and coriander, along with that everlasting saffron that goes throughout the opening, the heart, and the base of this scent. that comes into a very nice touch of sweet damask rose and Dalek jasmine, as I stated. A warm, sexy, and seductive tobacco is at the heart of this as well. And that May rose conjures one of the best transportative ways of putting the fragrance together that I've smelled in a long time. This comes up against some of the best perfumers in the game, and very much so puts Isara, in my mind, against the Cecile Zarokians, the Roja Doves, the Alberto Morealises. Those perfumers who have made a very big name for themselves is something that I think everyone should look for. Isara Umamajani, when she comes with her house of Dusita Paris. Very beautiful. You also get one of the most eccentric yet mind-boggling uses of oud. I don't know what oud, of course, she uses. I'm sure it's one of the most expensive, and I say that with no doubt. This has to be one of the most expensive oud accords. It might be minute, but this is the same oud accord that she used in Oud Infinity, which is one of the better takes on oud that everyone can agree upon when it came to the real authentic smell and take on the oud accord. She used the exact same oud in this fragrance in the base, which it comes up in the opening. It then dries itself down to disappear after the first 5 minutes of opening and really becomes a part of the base of this fragrance. So when you get about 2 hours in, the rose of damask, the rose of May rose, the ylang ylang jasmine, and the oud and patchouli really take the fore in the base of this particular fragrance. It is supported also by lots and lots of wood accords from oak wood, sandalwood, cedar wood, vetiver, and a sweet layer of tonka. So all in all, what I get from this particular fragrance is one of those scents that is 4-season, black tie. It can also be used in any dinner date occasion that seems to be taken to an elegant state. So when you're going to a very posh steakhouse or a very posh Italian restaurant, this is the type of scent that you want to buy and wear in those occasions. It's very, very suited for all of the occasions that you could think of yourself in any shape or form to be elegant and upscale. Very, very beautiful scent, masculine leaning. It lasts on the scent about 14 to 15 hours. It settles in at about the 6-hour mark from any projection, but it never disappears. It is one of those scents that once your buddy, your cuddle buddy, gets into bed with you and they snuggle up next to you, the scent that they get is going to be one of the most memorable fragrances that they ever smelled in their life on any human being in any facet, shape, or form. This is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Dried fruits, saffron, dried spices, leathery, rosy, very, very rosy, but not feminine at all. Very, very masculine rose leaning scent with nice touches of florals in the heart, as well as a very, very woody base that brings up the masculinity. One that I think no one should pass on when it comes to elegant fragrances that really speak to one's heart. Very, very beautiful scent. I love what she did with Montri. This was not a blind buy for me. This is a scent that I participated in. I bought a sample and also received a sample in a purchase. And when I got that second sample, I said, you know what? This is not one that I can any longer put off to the side to purchase. And I purchased this scent without any hesitation at that point and have been wearing it. This is one of those scents that you also get and you just can't pull away from it. You know, you get scents that you got a collection the size of many with 50 to 60 fragrances. You just get one scent that you just strive to put on every day because you want to keep testing and testing and feeling all of the nuances, because each note becomes much more non-predictable yet transparent and bringing itself to your nose. Very sexy, very sensual, very beautiful, elegant scent by Isara Umamajani. House of Dusita. The scent is Montri, masculine rose, oud, saffron fragrance that you can't go wrong with, in my humble opinion. Very, very beautiful scent. That is the scent profile for today's Tandem review. Next, guys, let's get into the cigar memoir for this particular Tandem review. What I have for you guys here is the Cohiba Black. Now, I'm not much for smoking heavy, robust cigars in spring and summer. I'm more of a mellow, laid-back, tame cigar smoker in the evenings and days of summer with the heat. I enjoy a nice mellow smoke, not much spice and not much nuttiness, but like a smooth caramel and hay feel to it. I picked up this cigar on a suggestion from someone in one of my comment sections, and I've enjoyed this cigar very, very much so. Much more than two of the other cigars that were suggested to me. One was a Toronto cigar that didn't really fit my profile. It was the Excalibur. It wasn't for me. It was a citrus-based cigar that I smoked two of. I smoked one with a whiskey and one with a wine to see if I could pick up the nuances off it. And the nuances came off very well, but it was too much of a grapefruit tangerine taste for me. But this one here, with the cacao and coffee touches coming off this cigar, I am in love with the Connecticut broadleaf, Dominican filler, and Dominican binder of this Cohiba cigar, blended in a robusto size. Very oily, the textures of it, just the actual seamlessness of the construction, soft pack, beautiful notes coming off the tip. Smells of, I mean, when I say if you are a person that loves soft, warm cacao, even to project to you that this smells like hot cocoa, this is the cigar for you. This is the one that you want to gravitate towards. If you want a sweet cacao, slightly nutty, slightly woody based cigar that is non-stop in its flavor. The first third comes off, to get it out the way, this is to me a more of a medium mild cigar than it is a bold cigar. Some have said in their commentary that it was a bold cigar. I had a friend smoking with me, said it was too bold for his taste and he couldn't take it. For me, in the bold cigars that I've had in my life, this is not one that stands to that. This stands more in the medium. If I would say medium to bold, I would give it that, the strength wise. But the way that the smoke comes off, this has one of the most beautiful smoke profiles that comes off it. You can do countless. If you are a person that loves to do tricks with your cigar smoke, the billowing, heavy fog of smoke that comes off this is crisp white smoke, very, very beautiful. The cigar puts off one of the best aromas in a room feel that you will come across. It almost makes a fragrant room smoke when you smoke the cigar. It doesn't come off heavily tobacco laden smoke. It comes off to me as a cacao incense burning, which was one of the most fantastic room smokes and room smells that I smelled in a cigar in a long time. This one here is smoked for about 45 to 50 minutes for me on the outdoor patio, smoking, having fun with my friends, talking, having conversations. This is, as I stated, the opening is billowing with smoke. It comes off slightly nutty in a walnut taste for me when it first starts out. So the walnut taste along with the cacao that stayed throughout each third of the cigar. The cacao stayed as the most abundant taste profile while giving way to different layers of nuttiness, coffee, espresso, and almost like a caramel, I would say a caramel nougat taste. So if you're one that's used to eating Snicker bars or Nestle Turtles, you'll get that nougat, turtle, caramel, nutty taste from this particular cigar as well, which makes that even more of a cigar. So for me, to give it in plain sight, I'm going to actually buy a box of these cigars to enjoy throughout the rest of the summertime. That's how much I particularly enjoy this. This is one that I think is a cigar profile, a Tandem review series. Couldn't go off better without mentioning to you that this is a great cigar to smoke on an evening. Very nice. The nicotine was not too heavy in this one as well. Came off slightly heavy in the opening of the cigar, the first third, but it really mellowed itself out throughout the blend and throughout the cigar smoking experience through the final 2/3 of it. I was able to take that first hit and rush of nicotine and it really tamed itself down, turned into a really mellow, bold espresso cacao tasting cigar that I am just elated to recommend to you guys as a cigar. I wouldn't say it's a beginner cigar at all. This is very much so someone who's been in cigar smoking, but at the same time, if you do want the taste profile, I can say suggestively that you try this. Just be open-minded, know that you may get too much nicotine off it, but for me, it didn't come that way. So all in all, the Cohiba Robusto size, Cohiba Black, smoked well, sharp lines, first through the final third was great smoking for me. I would suggest it to anyone who is into cacao espresso-based cigars to give this a shot and see what you think of it. Once again, that is the cigar profile. This is the Cohiba Black. I also introduced you to Dusita's Montri, which is my scent of the day. Very beautiful rose-based scent that I don't think anyone can go wrong with, masculine or feminine, but especially masculine elegance. This is a great scent. Can't go wrong with it. Ladies and gentlemen, that is my video with you guys today. I hope, as always, you guys took something of education or entertaining from this particular video. And if you did, all that I ask that you do is hit the like button, subscribe if you enjoy this type of content. I have more content to come from scent, cigars, and wines. I cannot wait to get these videos out to you guys because this has become more and more, not just a hobby, but a very fun, passionate way for me to get these things out to everyone who enjoys it like I do. I hope that you did enjoy this content. And until next time, you guys have a blessed day, a blessed week, and I'll see you in the next video.